A $3,000 air conditioner and a $6,000 air conditioner can hide the exact same compressor, same pump, same joint venture plant in Louisiana. Remember that name, Copeland. It comes back, and when it does, it changes what the bigger number on your quote was actually buying. These are the only 4 air conditioner brands worth your money in 2026. Before I name one of them, that quote on your kitchen table has a model number on it, and right now, you can't tell the good line from the leftover line. That's Guide 2 of the HVAC Defense Vault, the equipment shortlists. Every series worth buying this year printed by tier, so you can check your quote in 90 seconds. $29.99 instead of $49.99 while it's launch pricing. 30-day money back. Link below at coilexposed.com. Now number 4. And this is where Copeland starts to matter. You'll get the 4 lines that actually hold up, what each one costs installed this year, and the one number that outranks all 4 names put together. That last one is the secret. Stay for it. Number 4 is Goodman, and its twin Amana. Same machine, same company. Daikin bought both in 2012 for $3.7 billion, which made it the largest air conditioner manufacturer on Earth. The current line is the GLXS, up to 15.2 SEER 2, running on R32 refrigerant, while most of the market moved to R454B. On a 3-ton house, installed roughly $4,500 to $6,500. The floor of this entire list. And the warranty is the loudest thing in the brochure. Lifetime limited compressor. 10-year unit replacement. The honest catch, and I won't pretend it away, that warranty is conditional. You have 60 days from the install to register the unit online. Miss that window, and the lifetime compressor quietly becomes a 10-year part. Nobody at the kitchen table brings that up. Which leads to the other thing they skip, who actually built the pump inside. Number 3 is Rheem, and its twin, Ruud, specifically the Endeavor line. Open Rheem's own RA16 service manual and it tells you outright. The compressor is a 2-stage Copeland Scroll UltraTech. That's the loop I planted at the top, and I'm closing it now. Copeland isn't a brand you can buy. It's the compressor company, now owned by Blackstone, whose scrolls sit inside an enormous slice of American air conditioners. And the Louisiana plant stamping a lot of them out is a joint venture. Copeland holds about half, Trane a quarter. Lennox a quarter. 3 competitors. 1 compressor plant. So when a premium badge and a budget badge sit $3,000 apart on your table, the pump in the middle can be the same family of part, built by the same hands. Rheem's real advantage is boring and valuable. Any independent tech in town can get its parts. Fast, honest catch. The top Endeavor, the RA20, ties you to their EcoNet thermostat, and its variable speed compressor has only been in the field since around 2016. That's a short track record for the most expensive part in the box. Quick one before number 2. How old is the unit sitting in your backyard right now? Just the number. Tell me I read them. And if you've made it this far, you already understand what this channel is. It doesn't tell you what to buy. It tells you what they were hoping you'd never sit down and calculate. Subscribe, and you will not look at a quote the same way again. Number 2 is American Standard, and this is the cleanest arbitrage in the industry. American Standard and Trane are the same company. Same assembly lines in Tyler, Texas. Same Climatuff compressor. Same spine fin coil. The difference is the name on the louvers and roughly 5 to 15% on the invoice. Consumer Reports surveyed 13,300 owners on systems bought since 2009. Trane and American Standard came out at the top for owner satisfaction. 4 brands landed in the unfavorable tier: Comfortmaker, Heil, Luxair, and York. With Luxair and York showing an 11% evaporator coil problem rate. Installed, a 3-ton American Standard lands around $6,500 to $9,000. Honest catch, you're buying into Trane's parts channel, which is proprietary and priced like it. The dealer network is thinner too. In some towns, the discount disappears, because one company sells it, and he knows it. Number 1 is the most expensive name on this list, and in about 90 seconds, I'm going to argue against putting it first. Number 1 is Daikin, the Fit and the DZ variable speed line. 2 reasons. First, Daikin doesn't buy its inverter compressor from anybody. It builds its own swing compressor in-house. In a market where badges share one pump, that's the exception. Second, the warranty. 12 years on the compressor to the registered original owner. Nobody else on this list goes past 10. Installed, $7,500 to $15,000, depending on tonnage and how much ductwork you touch. Honest catch, and it's a real one. Everything that makes a variable speed system efficient concentrates the risk in control boards and inverter drives. Proprietary. Dealer-sourced, expensive, a single-stage unit fails simple. This one fails smart. So that's the list. Now hold that thought for 30 seconds, because I'm about to flip it over. Here's the second loop, and it's the one that matters. I just spent 6 minutes ranking badges. The badge is the second most important line on your quote. In 2014, the National Institute of Standards and Technology published field measurements on installation quality. Their finding, improper installation, can raise a home's heating and cooling energy use on the order of 30% over what it should be. 30%. Every year. For 15 years. Now run that against the spread between number 4 and number 1. A couple $1,000s once, the badge stops being the decision. The number 1 air conditioner brand in 2026 is whichever one is being installed by a crew that measures. So here are the exact words to use. 1. Show me the manual J load calculation for my house. Not a rule of thumb, not a match to the old unit, a written calculation. If he says he eyeballed it, get another quote. 2. Give me the AHRI matched certificate. That C or 2 number on the brochure only exists if the outdoor unit and the indoor coil are the rated pair. Mismatch them and you paid for efficiency you never see. 3. Weigh in the refrigerant charge and show me the readings before you leave. 2 dates while you're at it. The federal 25C tax credit expired December 31st, 2025. If someone offers it to you this year, he's out of date. And new R410A equipment stopped being built January 1st, 2025, so recharging an old leaker is a bet against the calendar. And, yeah, I know how this sounds. A voice on the internet telling you the repairman's out to get you is its own kind of hustle. So go check every name and every number I gave you. They hold up. The point was never to scare you out of buying. It was to walk you in already knowing the game. The number on that quote was never the real number. The real number is the one they were betting you'd never sit down and calculate. The next one opens a $9,000 quote, line by line, and finds about $2,500 of parts inside it. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so click it. And if you made it to the end, you already know more than they'd like. Subscribe,